Hey guys, today we're going to be playing some Elden Ring. So, obviously, start off with the samurai. I'm going to be using all the best strategies, all the best weapons, etc. So, if you don't want to see that, then go watch some other video. Because I have no shame, and I'm gonna use Rivers of Blood. I'm gonna use all the good stuff. Do 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 do. It's been about a month since I've played this game. And I'm not going to do a flex here and kill the creature. Where's it come from, anyway? Ah, there it is. It just jumps from behind the statue. Well, let's try. Let's at least try. But to me, that is just a little bit like... Okay, that was dumb. I should have rolled there. Like, to me, this is just a little bit like... I would have to seriously try to kill this thing. I've seen where people do it like formulaically, but the fact of the matter is it worth it? I don't really think it is. So I started off with a golden seed. I feel like it's a good little short-term benefit for early in the game. Just a nice little thing to have. Could have started off with the key and I guess open this. I don't know what's in there for certain. I forget. See, I jumped there because I was playing Dark Souls last night. I'm not used to pressing Y. I'm used to pressing... I'm not used to being able to jump either. Interesting how games have evolved over the years. Like, great old shooting games where you couldn't even aim vertically. It's just amazing. Things like that. Games where you can't jump. Sometimes, granted, sometimes you just don't need to be able to jump, i.e. Zelda. But it's just kind of interesting in a way. Like, I remember back in the day, people were like, "What? You can't jump in this game? What the hell?" When Zelda came out. I don't use the Crimson Tears. I'm not going to be doing magic on this run. I don't need flashy tricks. Okay, so let me think for a second. Where do I begin? Well, you know what? Let's just start. There's no point in standing here. No, I'm not going to go kill him. There's no point. I'm not going to use his weapon anyway. I'm pretty efficient, so grab some of these, I guess. I'll try not to stop and think. I'll try not to stop too much and plan my next move, but sometimes I do catch myself doing that. It's better just to keep chugging right along. Chugging right along? Trucking right along? What am I trying to say? Never mind. Thank you for interrupting the fight to show me that. Lord Sworn's Straight Sword. Oh, nice critical damage on that. It's a little better in terms of critical damage. However, the katana is just better all around. How about some armor? Kukri, bolt. I may have to minimize my game periodically. Crap, the map's right there. I may have to minimize my game, like to look up where the caves are that have like the items that I need. I've already left behind a smithing stone. 1. Let's go grab this real quick. So everyone has famously seen... My cat's going crazy. There's a fly in the room. Everyone has famously seen... Man, she's going apeshit over there. Everyone has famously seen the video of... What's his face? Act Man and that other dude getting angry at Act Man.
Have you heard of the Finger Maidens?
In regards to his Elden Ring review. So it's just funny. It's really funny to me how people, like, there's a small minority of people who just shit on this game relentlessly. Like, I'll just say this. For me, this might be my #1 game of all time. Maybe. It's a very strong contender. If this is not #1, I don't know what is. Like, I mean... Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is my #1 game of all time, so... People are like, oh my god, it needs an easy mode. Like, okay, if you want easy mode, level up your vitality. There you go. I will be doing a few cheesy tactics because I think it's funny. I.e., the one dude who you can poison him to death. I'll probably do that. I might not, because that might not be a good viewing experience. I imagine that I'll be just sitting there on my phone while you guys have to watch the horse slowly breathe to death. Now, should I go ahead and try to fight Malgorth, or whatever his name is? Margott, whatever it is. Margott is him later. He changes his name. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my cat's over there going crazy for this fly. I hope she gets it. I don't want to have to deal with it. Okay, so before we do this, because I'm debating, like, do I just go ahead and go in there and fight it? I don't think so. How should I do this? Let's go ahead and go back here. I'll grab the smithing stone that I had previously left behind. I was going to tell you the setup that I was going to use, like, in terms of how I want to make my character, but I'll just save it. If you really want to know, just skip ahead in the video. That's all. So, I noticed my channel isn't super popular. And I will say this. I had a YouTube channel before, and I was kind of controversial. I hate that word, controversial. And I only had like 200 or 300 subs or something like that. And when I was a troll, it got people's attention a little bit better. However, like, I want to do something actually useful or interesting. I don't want to just be famous for getting people's goat, basically. But then the trade-off is, well, no one gives a shit. No one cares. No one cares to watch this. I only have 1 subscriber. Anyway, I'm thinking of uploading videos that would be Ocarina of Time oriented. Because I noticed that my Ocarina of Time related videos are definitely my most popular videos. And I had this idea. I mentioned it in a previous video a while back. I was like, maybe I should do maybe, or I was like, it would be nice if there was like a Zelda database for all the tricks, all the speedrun tricks, and just all the little skips and stuff that you can do in Ocarina of Time. And I know quite a lot of them. I would say I know probably about 60% of all the tricks in that game. And in terms of, like, I know of 80% of the tricks in the game, and I probably know how to do probably 60% of them. So, yeah, I'm thinking of creating a little, like, Zelda database. Just showing how to get in Spirit Temple with only the hover boots. Like, things like that. Showing how to do block skip in Shadow Temple. All kinds of little tricks. Showing how to get across the bridge with the hook shot. Everything. Because I think we can all agree, like, when you want to do a trick, and you're looking up on YouTube, like, how to do a trick, you want it to just be nice and succinct. You want it to be, like, 30 seconds long. So I want to do videos of that style. I wonder if I can jump across there. My depth perception feels a little off right now, because I'm sitting kind of close to the screen. You think I can get over there? Okay. Okay. Where am I? I probably should have just stuck to the main route. The main route is more rewarding. There's more stuff over there. Why would I do this? I don't think I've ever seen this. Is that the bridge that you go across right there? I don't like this. I don't like where I am. Because I know I gotta grab a memory stone up there. I'm not gonna use it, but I'll grab some of the memory stones anyway, just because I like to do a little bit of completionism. Just a little bit. Alright. Yeah, I played Dark Souls for the first time in literally, like, well, since I played it on YouTube. And I actually got a few invasions, and I 100% I killed everybody. 0 losses in that session. It was pretty fun. Here we go. Now I know where I am. Now this is a useful area for many reasons. Number 1, there's a shield up there which I will use. Number 2, there's a golden seed nearby. Number 3, there's 3 churches nearby containing sacred tears. Okay, we'll grab the memory stone over there and we'll grab the shield. We'll throw that shield on right out of the gate. Unable to use with present attributes. Does that matter? Let me think about it. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to be shielding. I want the stamina boost from having it on my back. Now this one... Oh, this is an easy one. Okay. Let's see if I can remember where all the turtles are. I know there's one in the bush. And there's one, like, immediately nearby, too. And then I think there's an invisible one. A semi-invisible one. Yeah. In the water here. There he is. And then there's one... I thought there was one just out in the open somewhere. There he is. Now, the memory stones trigger me a little bit. You know why? Because it says, seek 3 wise beasts. And by seek, they mean kill. Seems a little weird to me. I mean, seek 3 wise beasts? That sounds like you're going on some quest and there'll be... They didn't tell you... First of all, they're all the same beast. They're all turtles. Why not say seek 3 turtles? Why not be even more specific and say kill 3 turtles? Seek 3 wise beasts. That just doesn't sound... I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I'll just be quiet. Go grab the map, and we'll grab a golden seed, and we'll make our way west for the churches. I've never dealt with those guys. I've encountered several of them, but I never bothered to kill all of them. And I don't know what the exact reward is pertaining to them. Or what the point is. Like, is there something if you kill all of them? Oh, we should grab poison while we're down here, too. The crystal bug. It's somewhere around here. Now, this part's kind of a pain because you can't teleport away because that guy's shooting you from afar. I don't like this golden seed because it's actually kind of hidden. I don't believe there's any reason to go to Castle Rampart, or whatever it's called, Castle Morn. I never figured out what to do on that quest line, in fact. Oh, I found the girl with the letter, and I beat the boss of Castle Morn. But I never found her father. Didn't know what to do. Luckily, that's not anything mandatory. Nor is it anything semi-mandatory. Which that might sound silly to say semi-mandatory, but I would classify it as semi-mandatory if it is somehow necessary for, like, main ending progression. Something like that. I.e. the alternative endings, such as the thing with Ronnie and whoever else. Whatever the other one is. There's the Frenzied Flame, Ronnie, and the other one. I like the other one. I choose not to mend the Rune of Death because I don't know. I don't understand the lore of this game, but that just sounds bad to me. Death. Death mean bad, right? That's how that works. Let's see if we can get out a rune arc here. Kill some of these rats. I'm not going to kill all of them because they're quite abundant in the church. Yeah, in fact, I'm just going to have to, like, just glide right past them. Because you can't deal with all these when you two-shot them. If they were one-shots, it would be one thing, but... Alright. We will proceed. I could go here. We'll just mark some things. I think there's another one here. Sacred Tear. Can I go down here? Sometimes I find this horse kind of finicky. Like in terms of dying, in terms of trying to jump down off the cliff. I find that sometimes it arbitrarily allows you to fall, like from really high, and then other times it's like, oh, like, you fell 2 feet, you're dead. Bye-bye. We might have to go back up to get number 1. Is this a church or is this ruins? This is ruins. I'm not really into the crafting system in this game. Oh, cool! I've never seen that tier. Huh. Of course, it won't let me teleport away, and there's all these insignificant little enemies. See, we want to kill the enemy over there at number 1. You know what? We might do that first. Yeah, it looks like this is connected. Excuse me. Here we go. We'll take this guy out. Pretty sure he one-shots me at this point, but we should be okay. He's easy. Oops. It sucks that I have to double heal. Man, it's not fun not having much stamina to work with. Good thing I have the shield on. Oh. See if I can run over there. Got it. Good, good, good. I actually enjoy fighting these because they're not so... Even though there's like 6 of them or something, there's not 6 of them, there's like 15 of them. More than that, in fact. Even though there's like a bunch of them, for some reason it's fun fighting them. I don't really get tired of fighting them. Probably because they're fun to look at, and they're just the right level of difficulty, so that I would describe them as medium difficulty, if not easy. But they're hard enough that they kind of keep your interest, so I think that's a really well done fight, actually. Okay. Let's head up to number 2. Another sacred tier up there. We got some runes. I was going to say souls. We have some runes to work with now. And here's the thing. You're probably wondering, like, am I going to kill Millennia? I will. Because we can't betray... I don't want to let Melina down. That's the thing. You gotta save her. You gotta save her and uphold her interests. So you can't do the Frenzied Flame ending. Let's do a little upgrade here. I suppose we could have held off and did that when I get the 3rd Sacred Tier, but whatever. Not a big difference. Okay, and that does look like a church over there in the distance. I don't know exactly where they are, so... grab some of these. These Trillana's lilies, or whatever they're called, Triana, you can use them to make sleeping arrows, which I probably won't end up using. But you never know. Fourth Church of Marika. Reminds me of Kit Boga. He's always referencing the Second Bank of America. Notice how it's always the First Bank of America, or whatever. It's never the Second Bank or the Third Bank of America. Now I could go down here. I'll at least... I will get the Grace that's down here. Because this is a semi-useful area for later. I forget what's down here, but there's something. There's definitely something here. Alright. Let's kill some of these, in fact. Might not be able to get all of them because they kind of... I don't like the way they scattered, so... Whatever. We'll just periodically kill those when we see them. Don't gotta get all of them. Oh, here we go. This is good. Loot some of these graves. Nice to get some runes early in the game. You know what? I noticed... I tried to, like, figure out a way that you could get your character overpowered, like, pretty quickly. Like, I was looking for, like, where can you find, like, a Lord's rune or something like that? Where can you find, like, a whole ton of runes, like, right out of the gate? And I really wasn't able to find anything like that. However, I did find... When you get Radagon's Sword Seal, which is a great thing. In fact, I'll probably grab that pretty soon. If I remember and if I don't get distracted by all the things. There's just so much in this game. But anyway, when you grab Radagon's Sword Seal, there's a... I think there's a rune number 10 there. So... That's kind of the best one I could find early in the game. Like, it's not very good, but... Alright, now, the whole reason I came down here was I was looking for a Grace, and I am unable to find it. So... Okay. I know it's somewhere over here, but I don't know where it is, so we don't need it. We don't need it anyway. Let's do... Let's head east from here. Gonna be doing several optional things before I go for Margott. You know, I gotta say, everybody, oh, you know what? I forgot to grab the crystal bug down there. I'm gonna grab that while I'm thinking about it after I get this one. I'm not getting that one. Bye. I don't like crabs. I'll make my way this way and grab a Grace before I head back, but that's... I think there's a Grace up there, actually. Right over here. Oh, wait, there it is. Let's go get the poison bug. It's in that little swamp there. Okay. I think. Or it's near it. I think it's north of the swamp. I think it's here. We'll go into Fortress Hate, or whatever it's called, and the other fortress. We'll put the medallion together before I even fight Margott. I don't like that name. There he is. Got it. Poison Mist. It won't let me teleport away. Seriously, what is after me? It's a guy shooting me. Come on. Hi, kitty. What you doing, kitty? Hello. Hello. No. Don't do that. Don't you do that. Alright, I can see the thing right there. Oh, where's number 1? Oh, okay. Right, okay. More graves. We'll grab some extra souls here. We'll just disregard the wolves. Wolves. Oh, gee, that's a big wolf. It's like a normal wolf, but dire. Look at the way they're prowling around like I'm gonna bother to fight them. Can they not tell that I'm just gonna grab everything and leave? Well, they probably don't care because they're wolves. They don't know any better. Now, I believe the fortress is over there. Whatever. What's this? Oh, okay. I have a better idea of where I am now. I'll have an even better idea when I get the map. Here we go. Okay. Ground slam. Uh-oh, Rune Bear, and I'm going right past it. That doesn't even trigger him? Seriously? It's kind of weird. That doesn't seem kosher. Oh, there's a bear. I just wanna teleport away. I don't want anything to do with this area. Thank you. Alright. So there is, of course, this, you know, head down to the Eternal City. What on earth? Oh, come on, dude. Go away. I'm thinking about other things. Oh, I hate when they die for no reason. At least harvest their bones, you know? Oh, here we are. Here we go. This is good. So we got the wondrous physic now. Is that what this is? Yes, wondrous physic. Wondrous physic. That's kind of hard to say. Come up with a better word from Soft. How about call it the potion? Wondrous physic. I still can't say it quite right. Alright. Melina will teach us about the stronghold, whatever it's called.
Spoken words of if you would. Parent my lord, with thine ear all well.
Huh, she didn't tell us about it. I know it's here, I know it's down here. Alright, we gotta go here. Somewhere along the lines there, I missed a grace, didn't I? If only you could activate the graces from your horse. Because I know there's one right here, but it's like, do I really want to stop to get it? Sure, I will, because I'm crazy. I mean, it's literally like 2 feet from that other one. You don't even need this one. Just trying to calculate how many runes I have exactly. Get an idea of how many level ups I could do. Ah, a bridge. One area of this game that I find really mystifying is actually Jarburg. And you know what? I didn't find that until my 4th playthrough. And I'm like, I'm like looking at the map and I'm like, now something is down there. I'm like, what is going on? And I forget how you have to kind of get down there in a weird way. I think you have to like fall down on your horse or something. It's a little bit weird, but it's a little weird to navigate that area. But oh, Waypoint Ruins. Is this where you find the magic girl? Oh, there should be a grace over here. Oh, that's a Marika statue. Okay. So I know that it's somewhere around here, the entrance. There it is. Might as well at least meet up with her. Oh, you have to fight a little boss first, don't you? Well, I got the Marika statue. It shouldn't be an issue. We'll try not to lock on because if you hit him in the head, it's not good. Hi, kitty. You're tickling me while I'm fighting a boss. Yee! Kitty, you're gonna kill me. Pumpkin's gonna get me. Pumpkinhead. I will heal on that because you never know. There we go.
Hi, Kenny. You are always distracting, you little baby. You could have bothered me the whole time, and you bother me when I'm fighting the little mini boss. You're so cute, kitty.
Whoops, wrong way. Wasn't paying attention to what I was doing.
I was distracted by the little kitty. Come here, kitty. Oh.
Tarnished, are we? I am very I dare say you're pretty too well. Perhaps if one must choose, I was exiled as a reviler who still wished it. Very well, but I refuse to anticipate.
I talk too much. Anyway. Ah, did I even get this? I did. Where am I going? So, or the fortress, and then I gotta go to the one in Caelid, too. Can we mix up a better physic? Let's do... Slowly restores HP. Obviously that one. Now, it's either going to be this one or this one. So do I want to heal? Or do I want to straight up heal? Or do I want the damage prevention? We'll go with that because it just makes sense. I mean, if you think about it, I have 6 heals already, so might as well go for make it something a little more diverse, if that makes sense. North. More options. Let's head north. Well, really, we're trying to head east. But is that the fortress right there? Literally right there by my head? I think that's it, so I have to go all the way around. No, no. Okay. I'm dumb. But what is that, I wonder? What place of the game even is that? Oh, that might be the third church up there. No, it's not. No, it's not. Whatever. I'm not going to try to figure out the geography of this game. Anyway, do you know that in Dark Souls, like, you can see, like, Ash Lake from, I want to say... Well, you can certainly see the fireplace from Gravelord Nito's area. Like, they did a really good job actually making that world make sense. Meanwhile, in Dark Souls 2, there's famously an area where it just geographically makes no sense whatsoever. There's an area where, like, you go up on this elevator. Well, first, let me say this. You like look at the area and there's literally nothing there. Ah, and then you go to this you go up this elevator and you're suddenly in this like flaming like giant castle area with lava. And it's like, what? Where did this come from? That doesn't make sense. Hey, that looks cool. Blue gold kite shield. I've never seen that one. 100% physical. Oh, I like that shield. That's a cool looking shield. I never knew the hand axe existed in this game. That was my go-to weapon in Dark Souls 1. Cool. Okay. You're always discovering something new in this game. Now, I know there's a grace somewhere down here. I want to say it's actually down that way, but I could be wrong. It could be up there. Grace? It is here. Got the grace. So we gotta get the medallion piece. And we gotta get... Oh, look, I forgot this was here. That's a good benefit. So... Now... Oh, wait. You know what? I was gonna say but that's in the Caelid one. So we're looking for the medallion piece as well as the Radagon Sword Seal. That's a great thing to have. Oh. Whoo. He's after me with a vengeance. Alright. Get him out of here. Despawn those enemies. We'll just teleport away. I don't feel like whatever. Whatever. You guys will criticize that. Whatever. Let's see. I just want to get on with the game. That's the thing. So, now I could go here and just go east, but we're actually going to go... We're going to go here, and then we'll work our way... We'll grab the item here, and then we'll work our way east, and like... That's the plan. Got that? That's the plan. And then after that, we'll go this way. We'll go, we'll take the route around the castle. We'll head like up this way and do some trickery up that way. And then we will take on Margott. You guys will criticize me. You'll say like, oh, I should have just fought Margott. I don't care. I just don't care. How about that? I'm not trying to do a quick playthrough this time. I'm just enjoying the game, so might as well explore. Might as well grab, some extra health potions and stuff before I fight bosses. Might as well get some upgrades. Make things easier, a little more enjoyable. Now, I believe you get invaded by some weakling up here. If it puts me off my horse, I'm gonna drink my physic. Yep. So we're getting invaded by an NPC. I forget what you grab. I think you get the finger up here, so you can invade people. Ah, so he doesn't really have much poise, so I can kind of just whack him around. Hey, that's cool. Don't you drink. Alright. Might as well throw that on. I don't have anything else. Yeah, okay. Duelist finger. Yeah. Alright. Now we'll head... Now, I could dual wield Uchigatanas if I were to grab it out of the cave here, but I just don't... I don't need that at the moment. I just don't need that option. I enjoy using the turtle shield for the stamina boost. So we'll stick with that. The cool thing about the physic that boosts your health, it lasts for quite a bit of time, so as you can see, I'm still glowing golden, so, and we'll see how long that lasts. I would guess that it probably heals like 2,000 HP or something over the course of maybe 5 minutes, something like that. Like, it lasts a pretty darn long time. It's very effective. So I think the DLC of this game is going to involve the jars, because I know that there's a jar up here who's stuck in the ground. He needs help.
Can you hear me? Help me. I'm stuck. Hello? Oh, I am at peace. Right, just give it all pop. Don't dally. Give it your all, I say.
Alright.
Well,
So, speaking of the jars and Jarberg and all that thing, everything related to the jars, I totally thought that it would be an alternative ending, like a secret ending to the game, when you go to that place in Caelid, where where you fight the jar people. I thought that would be something like really, like you beat 3 people and then you go in the door and like, oh my goodness, like so I thought that would be something major. And I think that the DLC is going to relate to that area of the game, personally. Alright. Now when we go here, we'll kill the boat guy. I think that's what's coming up there. So, if Melina would be so kind as to show us the, Ah!
Is there death has left its mark once again? Unknown as Heedmar, the village here, and worse yet, if you value.
Okay, so he's warning you about the Mariner. Turn back while you still can. Seriously, dude? It's the easiest freaking boss in the entire game. Now, why won't Melina let me... Like, I would really like to upgrade my weapon first, but whatever. It's an easy boss, like I said, so I mean... It's just, it would be much easier. It would be even easier if I got an upgrade first, but I guess that can't happen. Guys. I mean, look how boring this is. And just think, that dude on YouTube, I forget what his name is, Quantum TV. This is too hard, according to him. Like, I could fall... Like, to me, this is relaxing. I could fall asleep. In a good way. Like, it's pleasant. It's fun to look at. It's... I'm not being too critical of it, but it's like... This isn't easy. This is just... I mean, it's not like every boss has to be super hard or something, anyway. Oh, great. Can I even do a move on him there when he's staggered? Doesn't seem like it. Alright. Now, I believe now that I've killed 2 bosses now, / 2 mini bosses. I would classify them as mini bosses. I think Melina will now allow me to go to the stronghold or whatever it's called. Is that a church up there? You know what? Let's check this. No. There's one. There's one. Okay. Ah, I'm starting to see the red ground of Caelid. There's the red sky. It's becoming progressively more red as I move forward. Nice little change of scenery. Oh. Okay, I'm getting invaded. NPC invader, that is. Anastasia, Tarnished Eater. Oops. Doesn't matter. Because I just got the grace, so it's like I literally lose nothing. Alright, let's see what we got here. Heck, if anything, I want to just run away. It's a useless fucking character to fight.
Forgive me to determine if you have.
Okay.
It seems my torrent, whereas I know there is but one I can take gathering.
There we go.
Very well. Let my hand rest.
We'll use the Uchi Katana until I can get you-know-what. That's why I picked the Samurai class, because then you don't have to go into the cave to get the Uchi Katana. You just get one right out of the gate. Okay. I forget what all we need to do here.
To the realm I teach and explore to the one ensuring the way. You do. Most time you are smell. May the golden orb.
Alright. Yeah, there are several missable gestures here, like if you don't talk to this guy. I believe there's a fight down here. If you jump off. But I just have to think practically, like, what do I actually need to do at this moment? So let's pull up a little bit. No point in just hoarding all those souls for nothing. Let's sell all these runes, in fact, and go ahead and use them to level up.
Well, I took you for no matter about your own.
Okay. What was I doing again? Lost my train of thought. Sending gate? What? He didn't mark Garank. Garank's over there. That's not right. Am I... Am I thinking wrong? Either way, let's get revenge on this person. Scorpion charm. I don't think it's good. Anyway. So there's another tree we could fight over there, but first I would like to get... You know what? Let's... Indecisive. Let's let's avoid that for now. I don't really need a better physic than the one that I have right now. Not immediately, anyway. Let's just stick to the plan and grab the medallion. Yeah, okay. Freaking stupid horse. The horse staggers so long. I don't even need that bug. I mean, what is it going to give me? I'm just going to... if I really need that, I'll come back and get it some other time. Don't need that at all. It's something dumb, guaranteed. Here we go. There's the map. I'm thinking about killing the boss so I can get an extra talisman pouch, but I don't even really have a talisman to stick in there anyway, other than that seared scorpion charm, which sucks. Thinking of killing Margott, that is to say. Why am I going up here? What's up here? Well, let's investigate. Oh, how did that happen? I'm gonna have to rewatch that because I don't know if it got a double hit on me or what happened there. That was kind of weird. Ugh. Let's drink this just in case. Use my little shield. That was weird. Must be something really valuable up here that these things are protecting. Alright, well at least there's a merchant. Maybe I could get a couple smithing stones from him. No smithing stones. This guy's not too useful. Alright. Let's head to number 1 again. Here's where Godrick is, so I don't know why he would mark that on my map. Anyway. There's a golden seed somewhere around here. We'll grab that. This is one of the harder trees to fight, so we'll avoid that for now. Hey, is it possible to use your horse to get down into this area? Because I know it's like a valley. Normally what you're supposed to do is take this elevator here and go through the Eternal City, and then that puts you come out like right here, and then you can go up and fight the jar people. That's how you would do that normally, but I'm just wondering if you can just go ahead and jump right down there. Not that I want to or need to, but it's just something I was thinking of. Golden Rune 5. That's nice. Wish they would just let you look at the map. Like, I need to know where I'm going. Like, okay, I get that there's a dragon after me, but I don't care. Like, that's to my peril if I want to fill up the whole screen with a map. Let me do it. It's one of the few ways in which this game insults the player. Other than that, you gotta figure out everything yourself. Which is what made games so great in the past. Super Metroid, whatever. They didn't tell you where to go. They didn't hold your hand constantly. Okay, so I think that was an alright route to take. Now, what I need to do is, eventually I'll go back to Dragon Barrow West, and there's the fortress. In fact, I may do that now. Let's do that now. Because Radagon Soreseal, that's why. Radagon Soreseal makes you take more damage, but it's offset by the fact that it raises your vitality, so it's like, so what? I might die. I might actually die. There we go. I would like to go to town of Celia and grab the golden seed there as well. I'm basically going to do everything optional before I proceed on the main line. Not everything, but, you know, do quite a bit of it. Excuse me. What's that debuff that's like that red dripping? I wonder what that is exactly. Looks like it's messing with my... I see arrow down on a sword, I guess indicating that I'm powered down. And it looks like my armor is powered down too. It's kind of weird. Let's see if I do this right. First of all, let's take off the marker now that I've been here. I think it's this one. Yeah, okay, there's only 2 holes. It's this one. And I don't want to see any inappropriate jokes in my comment section. If you guys make a joke, I swear I will ban you from the channel. Classic trick. Back to what I was doing up here. We'll throw on Radagon's Soreseal rather than the hammer. See, I mean, look at those boosts. That's some good boosts. Yeah. And now I can wield. Now I can actually wield my turtle shield. All right. We'll head east. Grab the seed. I believe I missed a smithing stone 2 somewhere along the lines here. I'm thinking of that bridge that you normally cross. What am I trying to say? Normally when you're headed down toward Fort or Castle Morn, you cross a bridge and you get some smithing stones on that bridge. So I have somehow missed those. Let's grab this memory stone while I'm here. This memory stone that I won't use. Hi, kitty. Hello, come sit on my lap. She's not interested in me. She's interested in the headphone wire. That's why she's acting hesitant. Hi, kitty. Aww. Oh, you're so cute, kitty. Don't you do that. Don't you go for the headphones. You can't. Oh, you're biting the headphones. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. She's purring. Kitty, you can't do that. You can't do it. It's illegal. You can't do that. So, fun fact. The reason I say you can't do that is because there was an episode of Penn and Teller where this woman was really against swearing. And she would always say, like, her friend would tease her about it. And she's like, so her friend would just, you know, swear in front of her just to get her goat because she knows she doesn't like it. And as a response, she would always say, anytime someone would swear, she would say, you can't do that. She had like a really thick southern accent. You can't do that. It's just, if you think about it, it's total superstition, like swearing. It's completely superstition. Nothing bad happens when you swear. Like, they almost act like it's like a magical incantation of some sort. Let me get rid of this poison. They act like it's a magical incantation. Like, I mean, nobody dies if you say a bad word. Here is the golden seed. And I suppose we'll go up here to Garank and we'll unlock the, we'll give him the death root. I believe he gives us a talisman too, which that's good. Black Blade Kindred. I think what I was going to say earlier is I think Garank, specifically his second form, spoiler alert, when you fight him later, I think that's the hardest boss in the game. I'll just say it. Like, that's the one that gave me the most trouble, not Millennia, not the final boss. This frickin' dude. This is the thing that gave me the most trouble in the entire game, without a doubt. Alright, let's give him Death Root. Claw Mark Seal. So we can use the Claw Mark Seal to poison that thing later. Faith 10. So, I forgot that I did not start as the Wretch class. So, I don't have 10 Faith. So, we'll have to buy that other, we'll have to buy the other thing. There's one that we can get in the, Table of Grace. Let's make sure that, let's just verify that we can actually use that one. I think you can use it with 8 faith. I think there's no faith requirement for this one, but I could be wrong. See, half the reason I went up there was to... I can't use it. You need 10 faith. We'll fight him normally. How about that? No, none of that poison stuff. That's nonsense. I've beaten this game 4 times. There's no reason to do that. Alright. We're gonna go here and head south. Let me just think about that. Okay, yeah. We're gonna go, we'll head south from here. We'll do Celia. Head that way. I saw an article that said the top 14 staffs in Elden Ring. And the reason that impressed me so much is because, like, the top 14 staffs. I mean, imagine how big, imagine how vast your game is if someone's making an article talking about, yeah, these are the best 14 staffs in your game. That's just one little part of the game. Someone might use pyromancy. Someone else might use faith. Like, jeez. It's just a testament to how large, how much content is in this freaking game, and there's going to be DLCs. I can't wait for the DLCs. That's going to be like a day one purchase. People still rag on DLCs, but I think it's a great idea. I don't care. Not enough golden seeds. I could have sworn I had 2. Oh, right. I have to grab the one at Celia first. I believe there's another golden seed somewhere in Caelid too that I have not grabbed. Or possibly 2 golden seeds or more. What's this guy have? What is it? Lifesteal Fist. There's just so many little things in this game that no one would ever actually use. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's like, maybe someone has a PvP build based on that. Like, but I get the impression that there's a lot of junk items. Alright. We've located the map. But I haven't grabbed it yet, obviously. Just spotted it. What is that? Golden Rune 3. So, this dude sells a helmet that I think is really cool looking. In fact, it's this great helm. And I would say that's one of the only, like, good-looking helmets in this game. I gotta say, this game is riddled with ugly helmets. So there was that Rune 12. Let's get, I was gonna buy the key, but that's a little pricey. I'd rather buy them for like 2,000 or 3,000 at the most. The ones that cost 4,000. Sometimes they cost 5,000. I don't even need too many keys, really. Do I even have one, though? I have one. That's good. That's good enough for now. I don't need too many of them. Sacred Tear? Nope. Let's level up my vitality. It's just good to have good survivability at the beginning of the game. This Celia has to be. So there's a golden seed here. Down here is Radon. So what I will do is I'll just head up this way. Oh yeah, and there's a church down that way too. The church with the redheaded girl. I know where I am now. So that church has a sacred tear in it too. That's good. I also know where I could get a couple of smithing stone 1s. And another thing about the smithing stones. Is it just me, or does every cave have smithing stone number 5 in it? I feel like there's so many caves with specifically with smithing stone number 5. There's just something about that one. I don't like how they place this enemy here, because I feel like when you're talking to the dude here, I always feel like there's a risk that he will like attack. Tells you the secret of the town of Celia. Woo! But if you just explore it manually, you find the secret out on your own, rendering him completely useless. And I know that there's an item here somewhere. Let's just put it that way. There's a good not a medallion, but a talisman. There's a good talisman here somewhere, or at least a decent one. There's the gold seed. The grace is down that way, but let's do this first. I think you can make that jump, but I'm not sure. Go this way. Fuck. You can't say that. So that's what I always say to Kitty when she's doing something bad. I go, you can't do that. Break all the seals first. Oops. Scoot forward a little. A little. Emphasis on a little. I suppose we'll grab this. I'm never going to use it, but... What? Alright. I saw the crystal bug back there, but... yeah. That's the worst when you accidentally go into sneak in this game. When you're under pressure, I feel like you accidentally click L3 sometimes. So, especially, like, my first time fighting Millennia, I think I accidentally clicked that a few times. Hey, good, a key. Shoot. Anyway, I can just get back up there easily. Can I do it from here? I mean, come on. Let's get the grace before something dumb happens. Where's the grace, though? Here we are. I really like this little area. It's just peaceful. Was this the one I had to get, or did I get this one? This is it. Kitty, my leg's going numb. Whatever. Guess I just want any blood flow. That's cool. She's like, I don't care, I'm comfy. Kitty, you are seriously damaging my health. You're disrupting my arteries. Okay, can we not? I just want to know what it is. Like, I mean, it's probably not. It's not something good. I'm gonna die. Get out of here. Here I am sneaking. I'm not trying to sneak. It wouldn't let me move, kitty. There we go. I didn't even wake her up. What are they going to do now? I have the chest open. Now I can just run in there and take it. Now they can't stop me. Put the bubble on, just in case. I believe there's an anti-magic talisman. Okay, imbued sword key. I can't move. So that's good. I don't know where all the chests are. Right off the top of my head. In fact, I'm thinking the other two are like down here. Like, maybe one here. Yeah, this is one. Spelldrake Talisman. There we go. Okay. So it's definitely worth it just to die and just grab everything. Get everything you can. I think there's a staff in the other one, and I think it's a good staff, if not the best staff. One of the best staffs. I could be wrong. It's probably not a staff, because they just gave you a staff. I keep using the word staff. Kitty, you're falling. So there's the other thing. Kitty, you're falling, and I'm trying to get this item. Night Comet. Okay, there's something I'm never going to use. Alright, so what I will do now is I'll head up to that church. Eight heals. 8 heals. Wow. It's pretty powerful for this point in the game. I think it's time to fight Margott pretty soon here. And I could go on and kill Godrick. Godrick's real easy. But, to be honest, I'm not in a boss fighting mood today. I'm in an exploration kind of mood. That's just what I want to do today. Go up and grab this. And unlock it for later when we choose to do the quest line related to Millennia. Okay, now I believe there's that on top of that. You want to get on top of that too. There's some good stuff on top of there. We'll avoid those little centipede creatures. I don't like those. Alright, got this unlocked. Let's grab some of these. I've never used a sacramental bud. Never. I've barely done any crafting, to be fair. I guess we'll grab this up here. I don't know why we would need it, but you never know. You know, that would be useful for the Millennia fight, wouldn't it? Starlight Shards. I think that would be useful. Because, especially if you're using a certain sword. You can spam your L2 move. Good, good, good. Okay. And that stone number 8 has been important on my runs. I thought that was a tree. So... Okay. Alright. Let's just go ahead and... Let's do this real quick. Okay, pretty good fight so far. Something bad could happen though, you never know.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins.
Okay. I'm actually gonna heal on that, just in case. Of course, I put my bow away, didn't I? This would be the time to use a bow. Alright. All that preparation for basically nothing. But it's not like I was only preparing for that, so... You know what? You know what a great thing to have is in this game? The,
Oh, kitty. Poor kitty.
the Great Rune from Godrick. His Great Rune's the best one, definitely. Heck, I should just... Really, I should... It'd almost be more practical to just go ahead and... kill Godrick. Let's go up this way first. See, I'm debating. I'm like, which one do I want to do? We're gonna go explore a little more first. Okay, so now the Spelldrake Talisman is actually useful on certain bosses, certain magic-using bosses. Radagon Soar Seal. That'll always be on from now on. So that's always going to be taking up a slot. Enhances stamina reducing attacks against blockers. Now, not every enemy blocks, but also not every enemy uses magic. So it's kind of... It's not clear which one you should use, but I feel like the hammer thing is a little more practical. I could be wrong. Well, you know what? We're headed up towards Rhea Lucaria Academy. So no, we'll throw on the magic talisman. Protect us against magic a little bit. I hate the finger reader crone. I avoid her like the plague. I just hate her guts. Kitty, are you purring? She's purring. Why are you so happy, Kitty? Nothing's even happening.
You're just happy because you're so pretty. That's why. You're just happy to be so pretty and so beautiful. You're the most beautiful kitty.
Once I kill Godrick, I'm going to call that the end of part 1. But that's not going to happen for probably a half an hour or so. I'm going to do several optional things here. Just for fun. Don't bother with that guy. Okay, there's the map. I find this little place looks really pretty. I like this. Look at this. Look at this game. Look at this. This is amazing. To me, this is a 10 out of 10 game. Anytime you call something a 10 out of 10, someone goes, "There's no such thing as perfect, so nothing can be a 10 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10. It's like, you just don't get it. You people just don't get it. I'm done with you. I'm done having internet debates with you people. You're dumb. Just fuck off. Some people just don't get it. They just don't get it.
Your news surprised you, Meta.
What's up, kitty?
Your money's fine, don't you? Don't.
She's getting a little more active now. So we will buy. We need at least 2 of these. But we'll just buy out this whole stock. And I would like to get that lamp, that lantern that he has. What's in the window, kitty? I'm getting a little sick of her sitting on me. Try to tempt her with something else. What's up there, kitty? Is that fly still up there? Is that fly still up there? You're warm. You're too warm. You're burning me. You're burning me with your warm skin, kitty. Why are you looking at me like that? You did not do that. You're using the foot on the headphones. How dare you? Alright. She's gonna do something bad. She's gonna slash my headphones. No, go back to sleep. Go back to sleep or get in the window. If you slash my headphones, I'm gonna be really mad, kitty. I don't like this map. This one's actually kind of hard to grab. Kitty. She's after the headphones now, so with a vengeance. Kitty. You are disrupting the gameplay. Mwah. Look at the kitty. You are disrupting the game. You are a bad little baby. You are a bad little baby. You are a bad baby. Mwah, mwah, mwah. You're so cute, kitty. I wish I had... Well, I do have my camera right there. I have my phone, but if I grab it, you're going to move out of this position. But you look so cute. Alright, time for you to go away. Go away. Go away. Anyway, back to what we were doing. Kitty, get in the window. What's this? A ritual pot. So we could grab the half of the medallion that's nearby. There's all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's useless to start listing things. There's of course this. I mean...
Please.
So the half of the medallion is over there to the left. And then, oh, there's a crystal tear here or something. Somewhere nearby here. Whatever. This is a grace. I'll take the grace. Let me think a little bit. Okay, we'll need this. There's another map. Sorry if that's a little jarring to look at. I keep moving the camera back and forth. I'm trying to become aware of my entire surroundings. That's why I'm doing that. I'm not trying to be a troll. I saw this one speedrunner of, I think it was Half-Life or something. I forget what game it was. but he constantly gyrated the mouse around, like, and made it the most unpleasant viewing experience possible. And it's like, come on, we don't need a freaking comedian. Stop trying to be a comedian. It's just weird. It's not funny. It's just stupid. It's annoying. There's a gold seed. That's why I'm looking around here. Gold seed nearby. I think it's more towards more eastward. Did I miss it? What am I doing? What the heck am I doing? Come on. Ugh. I missed it. I know I went right past it. Whatever. We're gonna grab the we'll grab the grace up this way, and then we'll worry about that. I'll go back. I'll go back and get the gold seed. That'd be great. I don't know how many gold seeds I have. I've lost track. I probably don't have any. Yeah, it looks like... so I don't have any at the moment, but I'm about to get 2. We need 3 for an upgrade. There's so much. There's a memory stone nearby. Okay. I don't really need this, but whatever. So, I mean, I already know the place is here, I want to say. Yeah, that looks right. That's where you get the glint stone. That's where you get the access to this place. Let's go back here. We'll try going slightly north. Yeah, there's definitely a gold seed somewhere here. Where's the, Oh, okay, I marked that. That's why. I forgot that I literally just did that. There's an easy tree thing, one of the more easier ones that I could fight nearby, too. Somewhere around here. Now, where the heck is that gold seed? Man, it's somewhere. It's just out in the open. Come on, where is it? I know it's just out in the open somewhere. There it is. We'll grab the glintstone key. Am I gonna head into the thing? Probably not right now. I'll grab the gold seed that's in there, but other than that, not gonna deal with the academy quite yet. It's good to check out all those structures, the one that I'm headed straight for, because they tend to contain stones, smithing stones that you can use. Wow, that's actually really pretty. Good. That's a good smithing 2 or 3 smithing stone number 2. That's very good to have at this point. Now I believe there's a grace over here. I will grab the grace real quick. Is this what I think it is? Is this the Rose Church? It must be. Perhaps there's no grace here after all, but there's an invasion. Or is there? Another useless ability. I just don't understand how someone wouldn't like this game. Like, this is... Oh, right, that's why. Because stupid stuff like that happens. No, but seriously. It's just amazing that, like... But conversely, you know what? Like, people are entitled to their opinion. Like, my friend just doesn't like Dark Souls. Says it's boring. People are entitled to their opinion. Not everyone can like everything. But I don't get it. I don't get how it caused such a shitstorm that that dude doesn't like the game. Like, he, whatever. That's not all that happened, but you know what I mean. I've seen other videos where people just give it a negative review and everybody shits on it. They always say, I hate when people use this line. They're like, you didn't even play the game. That's not true. Anytime you say anything bad about a game, people always investigate you, and they're like, and they always determine, yeah, you didn't even actually play the game. They said that, like, I don't like Skyrim. I hate Skyrim. I feel like this game is what Skyrim was trying to be. But yeah, people, I beat the game. Here's the phases of denial that people go through. So here was my experience with Skyrim. I thought it was shallow. I thought the combat was bad. I thought it was boring. I thought the exploration was lacking. I just thought the whole game was not very fun. So then I go on GameFAQs or whatever, YouTube, anything, whatever. You go on the internet and you talk about it, and people are like, yeah, you didn't even play the game. You probably didn't even beat it on Master Mode. So I beat the whole game on Master Mode. First they go, you didn't beat the game, or you didn't play the game. Then I'm like, yes, I played the game. Here's a screenshot. Here's proof that I played the game. And then they're like, well, you didn't beat the game. Here's proof. Here's a screenshot of me freaking fighting the final boss. Beating the final boss, whatever. And then they're like, well, you didn't beat it on Master Mode. And then I'm like, and then I go, well, yeah, I didn't beat it on Master Mode because I thought it was boring. Why would I bother to do another playthrough of a game that I didn't enjoy? And they're like, yeah, you don't get to have an opinion then. So I beat the game on Master Mode, and then they go, well, you beat the game twice now, at least twice, so you must secretly enjoy it. It's just so funny, the hoops that people go through to avoid accepting that someone doesn't like something that they like. Like, I don't know. You know what? Let's do something fun for the comment section of this video. Tell me the stupidest internet argument that you've ever gotten in. I want to read people's stories about that. The dumbest argument you've ever seen. There's just so many stupid people on the internet, so that's just fun. That's a fun thing to think about. Now up that way, northwest that is, that's leading to the whole thing with like Ronnie and all of that stuff. That way, there's a golden seed if I proceed through the swamp that way. There's a memory stone right there that I don't need. Shoot. I'm a little torn, like which way do I go here? Is that a map? That's a map. Let's grab the map. Get the map, get the grace, get the memory stone. That'll be the order for now. I'm actually almost done playing for now. I said I would kill Godrick, so I will stick with that, but it's been that was at least 20 minutes ago since I said that. I've done quite a bit since then, but it's mostly just been exploring the swamp. So I will also grab the medallion, the Halig Tree medallion, secret tree medallion. Let's get a move on. I'll do everything I can, basically, here for now. Everything I'm willing to do, and then I'll go kill Godrick, and that'll be the end of part 1. Alright. Now... I mean, do I bother going that way right now? I guess I do, because it won't let me put the map on. So, let's do that. Gotta be hyper vigilant. I'm even gonna drink this. The problem is that a grace in front of the castle there? Yes, it is. Okay. So, I think we'll just grab this one for now. Because, I mean, is there any benefit to heading in there? Let's do something real quick while I'm thinking about it. Upgrade the weapon. Katana upgrade. Okay, good, good, good. Now I feel a little more confident. Like Godrick's an easy boss, but I do feel more confident having the upgrades. Guess I'll introduce these two. There we go. And now they can begin a conversation. There we go. Alright. Good. Let's grab the Halig Tree Medallion half. Do that real quick. It's over here to the west. Am I going to die if I go off here? We'll grab the Memory Stone, too. And then we'll go grab the Golden Seed. It's sort of north of the swamp. On the way to the Magma Worm, that is. Oh great, a crab. And it's gonna see me because, I mean, there's no... You know what? Let's turn on the lantern. That would actually help a little bit here. I'm gonna kill this guy just for simplicity purposes. Well, if I can. Alright. Why does he have so much health? I mean... It's just annoying because it's hard to approach him. we go. Depraved perfumer trousers. Did you ever think there would be an item in a game called depraved perfumer trousers?
I haven't a clue. No secrets lie with me, not a one. Oh, please leave me be. Wait, oh, here's the name. The curse.
Alright, give me the thing. Got it.
You should then please.
Alright, so that's one thing taken care of. Now let's, I don't need the memory stone. Let's avoid doing certain things that I just simply don't need to do. I could go down here and kill the tree. There's a memory stone here as well, now that I think about it. I don't need that stuff. Let's stick to the necessities for now. There is, of course, these things. I could run through there and grab up all the stone number 2 and stone number 3 that I could get. But here, let's be super efficient right now. What I'm gonna do is head up and grab the gold seed, and then we'll go back and fight Godrick, and that will be the end of part 1. Because I've been playing for what? I would guess that this is like an hour and 40 minutes, something like that. Did I just... It's freaking nonsense. Where's the thing? There it is. See, I'm getting a little impatient now. That's why I need to just stop. Can I go down here? Doesn't look like it. How about here? That should be okay. Let's just put a little marker there to help me out here. Okay, I don't need that anymore. Ew, that was the most annoying, obnoxious wolf cry I've ever heard. Now, I believe this cave that I'm headed towards is full of either stone number 2 or rather stone number 3 or stone number 4. Do I even have any somber stones? I don't recall finding a single one. Not a single one. That's bad. I think what I'll do is I'll actually write down on a piece of paper, so I'll have little notes. That way I don't have to minimize the game. I'll just like write down some locations of stones for later. Because I will need to max out at least one weapon that uses somber stones. Just one. I intend to get like one of the big, bulky, heavy suits of armor. Too. For later in the game. Okay, we got that. Now let's get the grace. Please be stone number 2. Stone number 5. It's always stone number 5. People wonder, why is it always you don't have the right, you don't have the right? I wonder, why is it always stone number 5? Now, personally, I think other than the Church of Vows, this entire area of the game, other than Jarville too, because Jarville is just cool, Jarburg, whatever it's called. Most of this area, most of this chunk right here is just kind of like useless, dare I say. Now, that's not true because right here there's the Bellum Church, which is useful. And there's also a church right here for later. Oh wait, no, this is the Church of Vows. The Bellum Church would be right here. This is the Bellum Church. Before I fight Godrick, let's do something real quick. So, did you know you can walk right through these barriers? To me, that looks like it would be an invisible wall. That's what my gamer instincts tell me. I like this game. One thing that I like about this game in particular is the fact that it forces us to defy our instincts. And like, pretty much, you can go anywhere. You can, if you see something, just like they said for Breath of the Wild, see that mountain? You can climb it. Well, there's really no out of bounds in this game, with a few exceptions. And that's one of the many things that I like about this game. Like, you can go anywhere, you can do anything. It's amazing. There's so much content, there's just so much. Let's see. So, let's go in here. And we will end this segment when I
You there? Come over. It's time to go.
beat Godrick, and we'll end at the top of the tower
Well, of course.
where I activate the Great Rune.
The guards, you'll see. Of course, when you bring it home.
I just realized something. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of Austin Powers where Frau, they're like, open the gate! When are they going to make Austin Powers 4? I actually don't know where I'm going, by the way. I just know it's faster to open the gate and run through here, so that's what I chose to do. But yeah, I don't know where I'm going. Kukri. Let's heal up. Probably should have activated the flask, shouldn't I? Look at all these souls that tempt you to grab them. Oops. I'm not watching where I'm going. Oh, there's a painting in there, but I don't know how useful it is, frankly. What? Oh, okay, okay. I just don't want to fight the enemies. Is this even the right way? I believe this is a stone, so I'll pick it up. I could be wrong. It's a stone, but not the one I needed. Can't I go that way, or is it better to go this way? I think let's check over here. Yeah, this is the better way, actually, I think. So we'll talk to her real quick.
Well, tarnished, I am the felon, and he'll let how utterly this grafting of his tainted the dirt.
I don't know if there's even any purpose to talking to her, so let's just disregard that. I think we talked to her enough. She essentially says to summon her, and I'm not going to do it, so it seems pointless. We gotta get a great rune, though. Like, once you get... It's just interesting, because Godrick is probably the first major boss that people kill. And his great rune is definitely the best. Definitely, definitely, definitely. See, if you go level up a little bit and explore, you can kind of just tank this guy's hits. And for the fact that he swings a giant axe around like that, like, look how much damage that does, like none. He's gotta hit you like 6 times to kill you. Something like that. I'll take the hit if it comes to it. That's fine. That's totally worth it. Get that blood build up on him. Look at that. I find that if you mistime the rolling, because he kind of tries to slow ball you, sort of, throw off your timing. I find that if you mistime it, you can just roll again, and it's actually the perfect timing. As you saw me do, actually. I think I did that twice in this fight. Oh, hamburgers. You know, I need to put my bow on my, there we go. It is. It's on my left thing. Here we go. We have some arrows. Get out of here.
I am the Lord.
I'm not messing around with that crap.
Golden. And one day, we'll return together
Go away.
to our home, bathed in rays.
You're dead. Go away. Stop talking. Good. So we'll go activate the Great Rune, and that is the end of part 1. Let's grab the grape, I suppose. I actually don't know what these grapes are for. I mean, I know what they're for, but I don't know what they're for. Because I know you give it to this girl out here. But then I don't know what happens. Like, I don't know if she's good or if she's bad or if, like, I don't know. And I don't even know where she is. And I don't feel like looking for her. So guess what? Here we go. Alright, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my goodness. Oh. Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna panic roll the whole time. That's fun. This is really good. Recharge my stamina. Just panic roll the whole time. I did not enjoy that. Head over here. Of course, I can't use the steed. I will actually hold on to my 20,000 souls for now. Until I figure out what I want to do with them exactly. I'll probably pump up vitality and yeah. I don't want to pump up vitality too much. Like, it's already good how it is, but I'm gonna need some more stamina so I can have extra sword swings, and I'm going to need. I forget what the stats are for Rivers of Blood. I know I need to get, like, I think 20 Arcane, or 15 Arcane, perhaps, with the Radagon Sword Seal. Does this boost my Arcane? It does not. So I'll have to get 20 Arcane. I don't want to waste points on Arcane, though. Not until the time comes, that is. I wonder if they patched out the trick where you jump off the cliff and, you know, get a bunch of souls. I don't intend to use that. Like, I don't want to be that cheesy in a playthrough that I'm putting on YouTube, but I tend to use that trick one time. The reason being, and I mean literally one time total, so only one time. They probably patched it out by now anyway. But the reason I like to use that one time is because I have to grab there's a talisman there that's actually really useful. It blocks holy damage, which is useful for the final boss. So I figure, like, okay, I could just jump off the cliff while I'm right here. And it's so convenient that it's worth doing. Now, one criticism I will make of this game is that, actually, I feel like activating the Great Runes should be a bigger deal. Like, you come up to this tower, first of all, you go up an elevator, which is lame. Like, that should be a level, and then it should lead up to a boss. And you do the boss fight, and then that's how you activate the Great Rune. That's how I think it should work, personally. But anyway, that's the end of part 1. So thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next episode.